Hello, we are Group 6. Today we want to present a report of financial analysis between Taiwan member and Chunghwa Telecom. This is our content. We will separately introduce Taiwan member and Chunghwa Telecom. First topic is their background. Then we will introduce company's information. Finally, we will analyze their value. Okay, let's talk about this company, Chunghwa Telecom. Chunghwa Telecom, also called CHT. It was separated and cooperativized by the Operation Department of MOTC in 1996. The scope of business includes landline, data communication, and mobile telecommunications. Before 1996, Taiwan's telecommunication business was owned by the government. Until July 1, 1996, Chunghwa Telecom established, but it is still a state-owned business. After a long time ago, in 2007, Chunghwa Telecom finally be considered a non-governmental enterprise. And the next part is company's basic information. We have mentioned that the company is Chunghwa Telecom. Its code is 2412 and classified into telecommunication network. The date it established is 1996, June 15th. After 4 years, October 27, 2000, Chunghwa Telecom permanently listed. Now its paid-in capital is $77,465,450, and share price is 170.5 on November 26. This page we want to talk about the percentage of revenue. All of percentage is in here. And this graph, we can clearly know the major revenue is mobile communication 44%, in internet 70%, and city network supplies also 70%. The topic of the last basics is subsidiary. We can see that it has lots of subsidiaries, such as KK Bus Taiwan.
Now let's talk about its value analysis. The first is equity formation. The proportion of capital supply is the highest, accounting for 97.42%. In addition, capital increase by return earning is 2.58%. And the proportion of cash capital increase is 0%. From the perspective of business performance over years, there is no major loss. The performance is stable. Second, we are talking about is dividend policy. Cash dividend is the main, and there is a few stock dividend in 2007. The volatility was greater before 2010 and more stable after 2010. Then we will mention is land. Chunghwa Telecom has more than 409 hectares of land in Taiwan, mostly for its own use. In recent years, Chunghwa Telecom has begun to do active development, and that will become the focus of attention from oversupply. Then we are talking about is transfer investment. The investment is mostly in the sand industry. Chunghwa Telecom has performed well in investing. In addition, the company Chunghwa Technology Corporation, invested by Chunghwa Telecom, also applied for shares in the cabinet casting this year. The last we have mentioned is long and short-term loans. As can be seen from the consolidated statement, there is a downward trend in the amount of short-term borrowing, from 254 million to 70 million. In a portion of the long-term borrowing account, in 2013 was 1.4 billion and increased by 500 million in 2014. After the slightly decrease in 2015, which currently stands at 1.6 billion. Holding cash in 2013 more than 14 billion. Compared to 2017, it has turned into more than 28 billion has a significant increase. According to this data, we have a comprehensive explanation. Short-term debt paying ability has risen slightly based on the debt paying ratio. We have calculated that Chunghwa Telecom has been in a stable condition. In addition, the amount of short-term borrowing is less than long-term borrowing, so there is no tenor mismatch. Additionally, volatility in terms of revenue supply is higher, and the P ratio is too high, so it is not recommended to you to buy now. All in all, Chunghwa Telecom is a good company, but the stock price is a little expensive. Long-term investment will still win the deposit. Although the dividend is excellent, but the correct entry point is also very important.
Let's talk about the other company is Taiwan Mobile Corporation Limited. Taiwan Mobile Corporation Limited, also called TWM, its previous name was Pacific Cellular Corporation. The corporation was originally owned by the Pacific Electric Wire and Cable Corporation Limited and was acquired by Fubon Group. TWM established on February 25 in 1997. It has been listed in the over-the-counter market in 2000 and is the first mobile phone operator for over-the-counter in Taiwan. In 2002, TWM officially converted over-the-counter, and in June 2004, it is one of the leading brands in the demonstrated mobile telecommunication industry, leading with a market share of about 30% of its telecommunication revenue. In 2007, TWM gradually acquired shares of subsidiaries and obtained their management rights. TWM's framework spans mobile communications, landline, broadband network, and cable television platforms. And the next part is company-specific information. TWM's code is 2412 and classifies into telecommunication network. The date is established on February 25th in 1997, and on August 26th in 2002 was its listing date. Now, its paid-in capital is about 34 billion and 208 million. The share price is 109 on November 28th in 2018. Next, we want to talk about the percentages of revenue. Through this graph, we can clearly see the primary revenue is about 44.57% of merchandise, and the secondary revenue is about 42% of mobile communication service. The topic of the last basic information is subsidiary. We can see that it has lots of subsidiaries. Example, Taiwan Fixed Network Corporation Limited.
Next, I will introduce Taiwan's mobile value analysis. Equity formation. The capital increase by retained earnings is more than half, 51.26%, and the proportion of cash capital is increased is quite high, almost half. From the perspective of business performance over the years, there was no significant loss. Dividend policies. From the chart, we can clearly know that the proportion of capital increased by retained earnings is near more than half, represents the company is profitable. Then the page is about that. The total value of real estate, plant and equipment is not much different in each year's performance. More land in remote areas and low cost. Transfer investment. The investment is simple and transparent. It can be found in the public specification. Investment is most in the same industry and these companies. Long and short-term loan. As can be seen from the consolidated statement, the short-term borrowings has a downtrend from 30 billion to 9.6 billion. The change in the long-term borrowing has increased from 1.4 billion to 1.6 billion. Holding cash in 2030 is 8 billion. Until 2070, it has become 6 billion. The page is comprehensive explanation. Although the short-term debt paying ability has not changed much, it still has a slight decline. The short-term borrowings are larger than the long-term borrowings, and there are a real 10-year mismatch. In the case of growth rate, most of them are negative, and the company plans still need to improve in the future. It usually does not have too much land value change in the short-term periods of time. This is the work assignment of our team. Thank you for your listening.